Electronic kits are fun to make. They can be useful and educational too. At Q26 we create some kits of our own, and we also offer own branded versions of some of the familiar kits you'll find on the internet, such as this LED Christmas tree. Making a kit like this can be a challenge, knowing which part is which and which component goes where, for example. We sort the parts and we package them separately, and we also create and supply clearly written instructions in English. This becomes this, and this becomes this. In today's video, I'm going to walk through the process of making an LED Christmas tree in a step-by-step sequence, which will help to make it a rewarding and enjoyable process. So, let's get started. The first thing to do is to check the parts and make sure you have identified them all. If you buy one of our Q26 kits, there will be a parts list and the components will be separately packed. This is a simple kit to make, so all you need is a soldering iron and some basic tools for electronics. With any soldering project, one of the best things you can do is to clean the PCB first. Any grease or oxidation will stop it settling properly. In our kits we supply a cleaning pad which will quickly remove any grease and help the solder to flow. Choose one of the boards A or B and fit the resistors first. For any of the components, simply bend the wires to fit, put it through the holes, hold it down with some tack, turn over the board and solder the leads to the pads. It's a good idea to tack the board down too while you're soldering. Then cut off the leads and you're ready for the next step. You can get several ready at once to make the building process more efficient. When all the resistors are fitted, move on to the capacitors. There are 3 for each of A and B boards, and you just need to check the polarity so that the grey negative marking matches the hatchings on the PCB. Bend the capacitors flat onto the board as you get the leads ready to solder. Now for the transistors. They are all the same, and again there are 3 on each board. You'll need to bend the legs out, and this is best done with small pliers. Handle them carefully and try not to apply too much heat. You may need to bend them flat against the boards so that when they slot together they fit without hitting each other, so leave room in the leads to do this. The LEDs are sorted into packs if you have a Q26 kit. The instructions will tell you which colour goes on the top, and you save one of those for last. Each board has numbered markings for LEDs and they are arranged in colours. It's important to note that these numbers are different on A and B boards. Our instructions include a chart clearly setting this out. Each LED is bent out to the side, and again it's important to note that the long wire is the positive and this is soldered to the square pad. If you solder them the wrong way round, no lights will flash on your tree. When boards A and B are completed, get board C ready to be the base. First, solder on the switch and the socket. Check the battery box and bolt it to board C. The battery wires can either go straight into the pads on the board from underneath, or you can pass them through a couple of holes and then put them back down through the pad holes to solder. Now it's time to join A and B boards together. They have white arrows on them which need to meet, aligned at the base of the arrow and pointing outwards. Once that's done, slot the tree board into the base, board C. Again, there is an arrow to guide you, and you should also check that the negative and positive contacts are lining up. Solder the tree to the base on 4 sides, then put the whole assembly on its side and solder the 2 sets of pads that join A and B together. There are some near the base and some just above the white alignment arrows. The board is strong and stable now, so it's time to add the LED on top. This needs to be soldered only to board A. If solder gets onto the pads on board B, then it could get shorted out, so put a little bit of tape on these and remove it when you finish soldering. Finishing and testing should be as simple as turning on your LED Christmas tree kit and seeing it come to life. So if you've finished your soldering and your making, you end up with a lovely ornament like this that sits stably on its battery box as a stand on your table, maybe your Christmas dinner table or your mantelpiece, or somewhere in your business premises to cheer things up over the winter season. And as you can see, we've made them in pink, white and blue, or red, green and yellow, the standard festive colours. But it is of course possible to substitute these LEDs for any other colours that are available. And indeed we offer this option in our quarter to 6 shop, q26.co.uk. So if you haven't made one yet, do get hold of a kit and try it. It's very easy. It's a great kit to start with if you haven't done soldering in kits before. And if you've already made it, I hope it went well and that our instructions that we supplied and our video was helpful. And if you found that helpful, please subscribe to our channel and hopefully you'll watch some more of our videos in the future. Thanks for watching.